Uh, hear music. You hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, hey, here. Okay. A little behind. I think everything's working. The microphone's on, yes. Unix Social is on, and I posted. Okay. I think I'm all good.
I hope you pushed 100 buttons instead of 99.
Yeah. I saw an article, not an article, somebody in the vMix forum, in the vMix users page, they were complaining about how vMix Social is a separate program and it should be all in one.
Valid concern.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that somehow they started working on them separately, but they weren't meant to be, but one was messing up the other, so they decided to develop them separately, and it really shouldn't be by now. It should be incorporated. Yeah.
That was the wrong decision.
Yeah, they split it off at some point.
Who's in charge over there?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yay! Hello!
Greetings!
Greetings! Yeah, we had a few technical snafus, as usual.
What can you do?
But we pretty much made it on time. Laura's lighting is a little off. We could probably adjust it.
That's okay. I feel a little in the dark anyway. I'm tired.
Yeah, you got more of a candlelight effect going on right now. But it's better than no light.
I'm not digging my lighting. Let me see if I can make it better. No,
I can make it slightly brighter for Laura. Wait a second.
No, it's just fine.
I'm okay.
One second. Oh, a second. Is that better? You'll get used to it.
This is too bright. Now I can't see.
You'll get used to it.
No. It's fine before. Hey, we all got the memo. We got gray shirts.
Yeah, we all got great shit.
How have you two been? What'd you get up to this week?
Oh, tired.
Yeah, Laura's worked today, so she's worked all week. Yeah. Me, I've been trying to put together a few things for a couple of clients. I got to do some next week. Some elder care stuff again. Inside, cameras inside. They always want me to do bathrooms, man. They're always like, oh, how about the bathroom? I'm like, no, expectation of privacy. You can't do that. Yeah, so I'm going to give them 3 cameras and see how they do. Maybe they want more. But I'm kind of nervous about it. Indoor cameras are kind of a touchy subject. Yeah.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah. Except for me, I put them all over the place.
It's true.
In my own place. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still can't do the bathroom. The bathroom.
Yeah, we don't do bathrooms and bedrooms.
I told them bathrooms and bedrooms and that.
Yeah. But for the elder care, I have to do the bedroom. Yeah. I just said the build.
I see.
Yeah. And then they have an aide also. So I was like, the aide's gonna need privacy. I mean, even if it's your own grandmother, the aides need privacy too. So you can't just assume because it's your family that it's all
Right.
okay. Yeah.
I'm glad you're taking all that into consideration.
Yeah. And then I also tell them we're in New York City's you need two persons of consent to do a recording. So
See, that's not the way it is in most states. It's a one-person consent. As
yeah,
long as one person knows.
New York State, you need two-person consent. So
I just
you know-
slap on the door, video surveillance and use.
yeah, I think technically outside you don't really even have to, but that's a good courtesy, and helps, to deter also. But yeah, I wouldn't. I can't do it in New York City. Yeah. So I warned them about the sound. I said it is recording sound. That's basically where the two consent comes in. You can do video, but you can't do audio.
Oh, was it like a wiretap law?
Yeah. So that's why a lot of times you'll hear on when you're calling different agencies, your call is being recorded for quality concerns or whatever, because they want to let you know they're trying to break that. They're trying to get around that law right there.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's kind of some interesting stuff. I know I went off on a tangent, but yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
We had a thunderstorm blow through. Power went out. So I got up and turned off all the computers because they're all on battery backups. So I turned them off before the battery backups go dead.
Sure.
And then I was dealing with the sump pump, making sure that had battery power to it, because I now have like a generator that is all battery. Now I have a gas power generator, but through my side hustle, I got a big and powerful metal box, and it has a big battery in it.
Yeah.
So I got that working, and I didn't get much sleep, so I don't know how long I can hold out, but this might be an abridged show, at least for me, because I'm tired.
Yeah.
No, tired is tired. It's just like I was telling Stuart, I said work wasn't too bad, but it's just it's exhausting. It's like you need this, you need that, and one of the printers. So what happened was one of the printers, the toner went, the ink. So of course the one girl that ordered it, she went on vacation, and then we don't know if she ordered any cartridges, so there was no cartridges to change the ink. And you have to put all those computers out of order. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So communication is the biggest thing in work, and nobody does it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
You can't double order ink and stuff. But wouldn't Central let you know that there's an order in or something, maybe?
No. You have
Just
to constantly
stockpile it. You're gonna need it no matter what. Just
but there's a double verification process they got to go through. They got to, when they order it, they got to
double verify that you want 3 months worth.
And then it was so funny because I ordered my first, tone or whatever, and the woman emails me back, and she's like, quantity. I was like, I did everything right.
All the details, all the numbers,
it's like
and
quantity detail.
She didn't put the quantity.
Like,
99.
I was like, put my name, put my address, put the serial number, and
yeah. So do they specifically tell you got to order one at a time? You can't order 3 toners for one printer or something.
You can't. I think it's one.
I would double verify that, because it is a shame not to have a backup sitting there.
They won't replace it unless it's really at the end
Yeah,
of
the end.
what's left.
Yeah,
So
There has to be a way to game the system.
you would hope. Yeah.
like if there's still a half of cartridge left, you can't order it. You have to wait till it or change it. You have to wait till it's all the way till the end.
Now,
I know,
that needs to change.
The library's got their systems.
They get their system that
Yeah.
way, you know.
It's
It's a broken system.
That doesn't mean it's ideal.
Yeah.
I know.
I
Like the
deal with
one,
this every day at work.
like the
I
one
make
girl at work. She was telling me. She said, "Are you sure it's okay to change it?" I said, "Do you have nothing left? Does it say it on 0?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, so it's okay."
Yeah.
They're not gonna give you a hard time.
Yeah. As long as it's 0.
And then, so of course, we put everybody out of order, right? The customers and everything. One lady happened to sneak in, and she's using the computer. And I said, she goes, "The printer's not working." I said, you can't tell that I kicked everybody out of there, and you're the only one here now, and now you're trying to use it. I said, "It's not my fault."
Yeah, you just gotta roll with the punches, Laura. That's all you can do.
You know?
You know?
Like
Yeah.
if there's a caution sign and you sneak underneath it,
Yeah.
you did something wrong.
Yeah.
It's not like
But you should at least find out that you can order at a certain percentage, because it shouldn't be at 0, because it takes time for it to get to you. You know, shipping wise and ordering wise.
no, but technically
So there should be like a 30% I need to order or something like that.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at it, there should have been a backup there, so we don't know what happened to
Well,
who didn't order it.
you'll have to investigate,
Yeah.
but there are some questions like
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
can you really order instead of
Yeah.
0?
Yeah.
And about a real question of, yes, can I have a backup? Can I order 2?
So if the machine has a toner cartridge in it, and the machine doesn't have a brand new one in box ready to go, you have to wait till the toner in the machine gets to near 0.
Yes.
And how long does it take between the time that you order it and the time that it arrives?
Yeah, the logistics.
Oh, I don't know about because I never
30
really
minutes?
ordered it before.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say 30 minutes. Right? It's
No,
got to come
no.
from Staples or something, where are they ordering it from, you know? Yeah,
Is it a day?
she doesn't know.
I don't know.
She doesn't know yet.
So
Wait,
I ordered, but
Do you
it
not
didn't-
know? You change out toners all the time, don't you?
I this is my first time doing it. I haven't changed it yet because the other girl.
Okay, let me ask this: how often is a whole wing of computers that's connected to a printer down?
There's 4.
Oh, because of toner?
So this printer is 4 computers.
Okay, so how often does a row of 4 computers go off limits to the
Oh, not that
public?
often. This is the first time this has happened. We just don't know why she didn't have an extra one in there.
An extra one in where?
An
In-
extra toner.
underneath in the work, an extra toner.
I thought you can't have an extra toner. You have to wait
No,
till
no.
it's
We
0.
can have an extra toner. You just don't know who didn't order it. That's what the problem is.
So there's
Yeah.
a box of toner in the closet, not assigned to any
Right.
printer. But when one goes, then you can
Yeah.
take it
Right.
and then
Yeah.
order another one.
Right.
Which they
Okay,
did,
that makes
Yes,
sense.
yes, yes.
which they
Yeah.
did look for it, and they don't seem to have it.
Right. So somehow there was a toner that went out and they didn't order at that moment the backup. That's what I think happened.
Here's what you do: the next time you fill out a PO or an order for one, instead of putting quantity 1, still continue to put quantity 1, but put a 0 behind the 1. And you'll get 10.
Yeah,
Like,
That'll be a nice buffer.
I'd try for 2 at least.
like I know it sounds confusing, but like the other day, so 2 days ago, one of the printers went out. So we had to change the toner, okay? So my coworker, he says to me, he says, "I just changed the toner, and now you need to order a new cartridge so that when that toner goes out,
Yeah,
there's another backup."
right.
But
Makes
somehow, what I'm saying, they didn't order that extra. And honestly, there is a box sitting there, and it says good to go, but it doesn't say what a computer it's assigned to. I mean, what a printer is assigned to. Yeah.
Okay. Is there more than one unopened toner in the closet, or is there only ever one unused one?
And it's usually only one, I think.
And how many printers do you have in the library?
Altogether, maybe about 10.
Oh, different models too.
Yeah, different. They're all different models.
With all different toners?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm learning a lot.
yeah, actually, Stu would be interested. Well, you would be interested too. So we have a spreadsheet with all the name of the different computers. So like the site, we call this one, it's the lab, but we call it the cyber center. So there's 2 printers in it. Yeah, there's 2 printers in it. So it'll be lab, cyber 1, cyber 2. Then there's adult. So then that's adult 1. It's all different.
Yeah, it's a cross-reference sheet for the toner,
Okay.
the toner model. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting to learn all of it, but it is very confusing the way it is. So.
Yeah.
And if some people don't like to communicate with you, bad thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, somebody should be able to get in touch with her, you would think. Was she on vacation for a few days? What happened?
Yeah, she's on vacation.
Somebody's got to be able to get in touch with her. Say, hey.
No, she'll be here Monday, so.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you might have shipping time on top of this 3 days of outage. You know, it's just shouldn't happen.
Yeah. That printer's sucking up toner every hour. You know, it's gonna run out.
So,
Yeah.
so then we were laughing. We said, okay, well, what if we get new printers? So they said if they gave us new printers, for some reason, I don't know, it eats the toner quicker than the ones that we have.
I
Like say a toner lasted a month. If we get the new printers, the toner is going to be maybe half the month.
You would figure they would be more efficient, but I don't know about that statement. That's weird.
Come on, you've learned already. It's the library. It's how.
Yeah, but they don't make the machines, so I wouldn't blame that inefficiency on the library.
Well, that's a good business model. Make new models, suck up more toner, then you have to sell the customer more toner.
No, all those printers are. That's an HP. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I believe they're old.
HP, whatever.
Well, I mean, they have new HPs. HP is still a great company. Doesn't make it old, but I get what you're saying. They're old. They're old. Yeah.
And Matt, I told you how they pretty much kind of fixed the printer. So you open the top part, you take the toner out, push it back in, close it, and open the drawer, and that's how you fix the printer.
It forces it to cycle, I guess.
It's not It has an orange flashing, and it says open top. But there's nothing wrong with it. There's no paper jam in it. There's nothing.
That's as old as printers are. That's always been the case. It says jam detected. Mm-hmm. So you just open the door and then you shut the door and it goes through and then, okay, jam cleared.
Yeah.
And then cleared the first time.
The other day I was so proud of myself, you know, because like Stuart tells me, you really can't mess up anything in computers. Like if you hit the wrong button,
especially at your place, they lock everything out.
Well, that's different. But anyway, so in Microsoft Word, the lady was telling me, she's like, it's all on 2 pages and the spacing and everything. So I was trying to be careful because don't forget these people typing, you know, it's public. They're typing it. It's not like, you know, it's my stuff. If I lose it,
it disappears. It's their data. Know? Yeah.
So I tried to do something. I fixed it, and it went a little bit. Next minute, it all went on 1 page, and I was like, "Miss, don't ask me how I did it, but I did it for you."
You got the view tab on the right bottom right. That's what you did. You slid the thing.
She was extremely happy, and then I'm learning Windows a little bit, 11 a little bit more. So she's like, "Well, how do you change the font, and how do you do this?" And I was
that's Word.
Yeah, you know. So.
Yeah.
So we're like really, it's the blind leading the blind. But
that seems okay.
They're happy.
It seems okay.
As long as they don't get mad at me, I don't, you know.
It seems okay.
You know.
You're
If you're
learning
gonna
as
get
you
mad
go.
at something, then I'll
Well, you seem-
then I'll get nervous.
You seem to be helping him out. You're just frustrated about it. That's all. You'll be okay.
As long as they have a smile after they're done, I'm extremely happy.
Yeah.
Like even the guy, he came to me, he says, the font is too small. So I showed him how to do it or whatever. And then afterwards he comes outside when he's leaving. He's like, thank you for all your help.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
okay. So I said,
you just gotta know 1% to 2% more than the other people to be a teacher. It's
Yeah.
You don't need to know everything
Exactly right.
You don't need to
That's
know everything at
exactly
one
right.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so officially June 10th, I think it is. I'm going to be teaching my first computer class.
Yeah. Good.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I want to take the class. How do I sign up?
Yeah, you're too advanced. She's gonna be doing basic.
How do I get to the BIOS?
yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
C format, enter, right?
They say the hardest part, and they've already tried to teach some of the older people, the hardest thing for them to get is the clicking.
The double
The
clicking.
double clicking.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, he's trying so hard to
For
teach them.
seniors, yeah.
They can't get it.
Yeah.
It's
They even sent them home with homework.
What?
They were
I was telling Laura, since you can't get into the back end of the settings, I said you can't even adjust, because you can adjust on the normal computer, you can adjust the click speed,
right.
but you can't do that. It's locked out of the library computer.
Got to be quick. Those old arthritis fingers, they got to be hammering.
Yeah.
so they told the people last week, they were like, you got homework. When you come next week, you gotta know how to do this. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And it's only 3 people in the class. It's like they just can't get
That's
it.
fine. Yeah.
I know I shouldn't say I couldn't get the touch. Remember the
For a
touch
long time
pad?
you couldn't get the touchpad.
Oh my God, dude, it was like,
Yeah.
Laura, just do this. Just do it's not that. I was like, dude, I can't get it. I tried
Touchpads are
tried
weird.
so
man.
hard.
I see people with those with the external touchpads, and they use them, and I'm like, they're flying through them. Like, how do you do that? That's
Yeah.
nuts.
For a long time, right, Laura? I had the separate touchpad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's hard is when you're dragging something, because you got to click down and
Yeah.
drag it.
Don't
But
lift
then
Yeah.
but then you run out of space, and you can still kind of keep it it takes a little bit of
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know what the term is. It takes a little bit to kind of figure it all out.
Yeah.
We have a coworker that whenever she comes to visit any library or where she works, she never uses the mouse. She only uses the touch screen. And I was like, the
That's
touchpad.
horrible.
She was like, she brings her own. She doesn't care.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like, can't just use the mouse.
Or are you
I don't-
talking a trackpad? Or
Yeah.
the-
Trackpad.
The touchpad.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Get that. I thought
we
you guys
had
was
a big
touching
one,
the
didn't we?
screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I used to use it all the time. I got them built into my keyboards now, but I only use them when I'm standing up. But I use the mouse otherwise. So
I use them when. Well, I use them when the mouse runs out of battery.
oh yeah, I wanted to show you too. I know I showed you this before, but
Mhm.
there's actually a left click. There's a left click right there.
Oh, interesting.
You'd say, why did they put it up there? Because when you're holding it, you can left click. Well, you can left click, and then use the
Make-
pad on the other side. Oh, I can't even. Yeah, I can't do it. Well, you get the idea.
Yeah.
Because it's meant to be held. Yeah.
And before
it's-
before the mouse, we used to do all codes, right? Control V was cut.
Well,
Oh, we still do all that. That's still all there.
I don't know
tell
all that
you.
stuff. Like I don't know it as well as you do.
No, but you have to at least control copy and paste.
The copy and paste I got down packed.
Yeah, man.
Power users touch the mouse or trackpad the least amount possible. They do everything with the keys, tabbing
Yeah.
through stuff. Yeah. Especially if there's ever a dialogue box, and like not a dialogue box, but an open window with a save button at the bottom, and you're putting data in the window, to drag the mouse over that OK
Oh,
button or
yeah.
close button, I always smack the return key. I'm surprised I don't have a big hole in the keypad where the return key is, because bam, I smack it with
Yeah.
authority. But these Mac keyboards, they're
pretty
hold
good.
up. They hold up real good.
Yeah.
And I want to get an external Mac keyboard that's the small one, but they don't have the enter key, the bottom right.
Yeah, I remember you complaining about that. Yeah.
Because see, look, this is the full keyboard. You got the enter key at the bottom right, the very end of it. That thing hammered. I beat that up. That key hates me. It's like, oh no, not again. Go easy on me.
Cool. I don't. The Laura's light is bugging me out. It looks very white from the eye, but on camera it looks like incandescent. Like
I was doing some video with a RGB light bulb, and no matter what color the RGB light bulb was, it looked white on camera. Now the light that it cast on camera looked like green and blue and red, but the actual bulb itself was just white. It was awkward.
Yeah, we're especially trying to make a video demonstrating it. Yeah.
Camera lenses, they don't see all the colors that the eye can see. They have a limited band.
Yeah.
It's
something
fine.
They teach you.
It's fine. She knows I want to go play with it.
Because I see you over there. Don't worry about it. We got you what we got.
Yeah.
You can fix it afterwards.
Yeah. Surprised we made it on time. I should be thankful for that. Yeah.
I took a nap.
Yeah, she took a little power nap. I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, honey, you getting up? You getting up? She's like, slamming things.
I think in a half hour I'm going to be head on the pillow. Be out. Then tomorrow I'm helping a friend who's getting ready to show his condo. So he has a whole list of things they have to clean up or repair. And so I'm going to go over and have a long list of things that I'm going to try and clean up or fix. Because he's like, the bathroom drain the sink drain doesn't drain very well.
I'll be clogged.
Bring over a snake.
Yeah.
I'll clean it out. So we'll see what I get up to over there. And he's like, do you have cardboard boxes? I'm like, do I?
Do you have cardboard boxes?
What size you need?
How many hundreds do you need? I had my neighbor come over because he needed his lawnmower blade sharpened, and I have a full shop, so I do that for him. And I showed him the table. He helped me bring in a solid wood door, which is like an 80-pound door.
Yeah.
They're very heavy. And I said, did you ever see what I did with that door? Because he knew I was making it into a table. So I showed him the table. He's like, oh, I can't believe that was a door. And so, but basically what I'm getting at is he saw all the merch, the products. He's like, boy, you said you were doing product reviews. Look at all this stuff. And he's like, oh, is that a paint sprayer? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you want it? He's like, yes. I'm like, okay, just take it.
Oh, that's nice of you.
When we were watching the other night, I told you that there was something cool that Matt was did a video on it, and I was like, I couldn't believe it.
I don't know.
I don't remember. But last night I saw the belt. When you did it with the belt. That's a nice belt.
Oh, web belt.
Tactical belt, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I wear too. Yeah,
I don't
tactical
remember
belt.
what it was. There was something because this dude's like he'll be like, oh, because I'll be like, look, did you see this one? the next video.
I
I'm
can't,
like, it's
Stuart
so
can't
cool.
keep up.
I can't.
You know what it is? Because I'm on my phone all the time, so I get most of the notifications whenever you post a video. So then
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I did it.
dude,
Yeah, I get
you
'em
want to see this
too.
one? You want to see this one?
Usually I just see the
Oh,
title. I don't watch the
standing
video.
desk. The standing desk is the one I'm most proud of. That was nice. And then I did the belt. I did a display case for toys, the light bulbs, the fanny pack, and a juice pack magnetic charger, like a jump pack. Any of those. Before that, I did the piano stand, the welder, the door hinge adjuster, drill bits, inflator, like a tire inflator, backpack, ring. Anyway, it just goes on and on.
A lot.
I did say something because my neighbor, they're like, oh yeah, well, Mindy's looking for some odd jobs to do, and I'm like, oh, I could put her to work. I could have her sell all my stuff. I'm just having trouble with the sales. Oh, speaking of sales,
sure.
All right, so I did a product review for 2 bar stools, okay, with the seats that go up. That's like a office chair where you can raise and lower the height. They're nice. Put them online. You wanted $100. So we'll give you 80. Okay, fine. They said they're going to be here in 2.5 days. I'm like, whatever. Totally blow us off. I'm like, son of a gun. So went back on to, instead of, because you could do like available, and then you could do pending, and then sold. And we had it at pending, and they were like, nope, fell through. Back to available. And then someone said, all right, we'll give you 100, but can you come deliver it? I'm like, I don't want to deliver it. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll deliver it.
Were they local? Yeah.
Yeah, they were 5 minutes away. It wasn't. So I delivered it, and I had trouble finding the place, and she gave me an extra $10, so I got $110 for it.
Oh, that's good.
And she lives on this horse ranch, and she has a kennel, and so there were all these horses in different gated parts of the property that I had to drive through, and eventually found the house, and it was cool. It was because she said, "Oh, I'm so thankful you dropped them off." She goes, "I can't leave," and I thinking to myself, I didn't say this, but I just thought to myself, I know exactly what you're talking about, because growing up, when I was in high school, I knew a girl that had a horse. And the one thing I know about people who have horse is number one in your life. Like, everything else is after the horse. And so it goes the horse, then it takes care of the owner is number 2, and then it's family relationships, job, side hustle. Like, everything is least priorities. Like, yeah, I know where you're coming from. That's what I was thinking in my mind.
No.
Got it. Say no more. I'm telling you, horse people, and I'm not joking either. It's like, you could have plans, they'll blow off plans. Nothing is solid with a horse person. It could change at any moment. The horse needed this, gone. You can't do it. You can't do it. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just like, that's the expectation.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was interesting.
Yeah, and you made a sale and a tip. Great.
Yeah, I think up to date, I've only have a few $100s in sales because I just saw something for $8 here, $4 there. I didn't have very much, so this thing, it's like a huge percentage of my total lifetime sales in just one item.
Yeah. Well,
And you got the money
I
you
know.
wanted, so you got 100 and 110
hopefully it'll motivate you for more.
instead of 80 before.
I know, right? So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna try and move all the big items on Marketplace because it's hard to ship.
You should
Oh,
work
God.
on that other fight, the grill for July 4th.
Yeah,
For sure. Somebody
Yeah.
would buy that one.
Yeah, it's grilling time.
there's
Yeah.
there's a $47 replacement grill grates I want to get for the smaller one because I really like the smaller grill, but it just doesn't have enough room because they have
Oh,
this griddle.
You did
I
find it
want the
great?
griddle.
Yeah.
So I would have to take the angle grinder and cut it off, but it's the right height. So I'm like, do I spend $47 on a stainless steel grill replacement for the smaller grill that I want to keep, and I'll sell the bigger one? And I'm like, $47. I'm like, oh, do I pull the trigger for $47? It's
I
a
couldn't
really
tell you.
nice grill. It's a much nicer grill. It's just not enough cook surface. But yeah, I'll put the grill, the piano stand. I have 2 kitchen appliances. I think I want to move. I have an ice maker and a juicer. That juicer was cool. You just throw the whole
Yeah, Laura liked that
fruit
one.
in there. It only extracts the liquid. It dumps everything that's not liquid in one direction, and all the liquid comes out there. You don't have to peel anything. Throw
I
the
mean-
whole thing in.
If we really had space, I would kind of nudge for it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, there's not a lot of counter space.
No, I know.
If you guys want it, look through my website. Let me know what you
Yeah.
want. I'll ship it to Queens.
I got the kitchen camera working again. Let's see where it is. NDI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never saw the kitchen.
Got some dishes in the sink, but that's that.
You
Well,
got
that's one.
counters. You got
That's
some
one.
counter space.
That's one side of but nothing permanent. I mean, everything there, we need space. The cutting board stays where it is. The microwave stays where it is. So,
Okay.
yeah. You get an idea. That's one half of the room. The other side only has 2 doorways because there's a bathroom, there's a pantry, and a wire shelf. So there's no counter on the other side of the room. Yeah.
Is there a place to eat in the kitchen, or you take the food? in
Oh
the
yeah,
living
there is a
room?
table there, but you can't barely see it. It's
I saw what I thought was a little chair.
there's a
Not a
leg.
little chair, but a chair.
You see the legs all the way onto the right?
Yes.
There's like a compound
Yes, I was
bucket underneath
wondering.
the chair.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
There's a two-seat, a little table with 2 chairs. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then I got another table. Let me get rid of the lower thirds. There's another table right in front of the fridge and the
All right. Okay.
stove. Yeah. But that's more. That's because I have so little counter space. I needed some place to work to do other stuff.
The stove doesn't bang the table when it opens, does it?
Yeah, no, it just misses it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't use the oven much. The other table is not built in. I can slide it over.
Sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let me go back to the 3-way. Yeah.
When you have a party, everyone's going to be in the kitchen, so
Yeah.
party always ends up in the kitchen. Line up the
For
Jello
some
shots.
reason,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't had much company. Well, most of my family lives upstate. We usually go visit them because they have a bigger house, more kids. They can't drag them over here.
Not many babies left.
Yeah, that's how everybody's grown up. All of the babies are no longer babies. Yeah.
Speaking of babies, happy congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on
Grand uncle.
My
a new house.
future grandniece or grandnephew. Yeah.
At first, I got confused.
So-
I was like, "Is it twins?" But he said, "No, he's saying if it's a boy or a girl."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you do the slash. It could be one of each. You don't know.
Like we were, and then I was like looking at the picture, and it was two sonograms, and I was like, "Well, maybe it." No, I mean,
No.
just the first one.
Yes. The first one of any of the nephews first one. Evan doesn't have any kids, and my brother has another son, so I have 2 nephews from him, and between those 3, Mackenzie's the first one.
Very good.
So my brother's going to be a granddad.
Aww.
I'm going to be a
Yeah,
grand-uncle.
I was telling Stuart. I said if our older niece would have had kids, because she's like 33, you would have been a grand uncle, but he ain't having any
Yeah.
anytime soon.
Yeah. Not everybody's into having kids. The state of the world, but congrats to who does have kids.
She's
Yeah,
too
yeah.
what's the word? She's too into her roller coasters, and she likes Orlando, Universal Orlando. So she's always
Okay.
She's always running around the country.
She's her own little child.
She's running around the country on roller coasters,
On
knocking
roller
them all off.
coasters.
Yeah.
So you know how people have apps to what they did in life? She has apps that what roller coasters she went on. And she's been to Hershey
Let's
Park.
go.
She's been to Hershey Park like thousands of times.
Cool. Well, if she needs a ride partner, tell her to call me.
Yeah, she goes on all the crazy. And the funny story was when they got married, well, when her husband proposed to her, they proposed on the roller coaster. So they had them in one row, and they had the parents in the back, and it said, "Will you marry me?" And then when she got off at the end, he got on his knee and he pointed up and he said,
What, on the chairs it was written, "Will you marry me?" or something?
on the chairs, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the row before was Linda, his mother, and his sister, and they were pointing down, "Will you marry me?" And then when
So
they
she didn't see it on the coaster. She saw it on the photo that they took of the coaster.
But she was in the
photo booth. She found out from the photo booth.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Because they always hit you with that photo. They
Yeah.
want to
And
upsell you
it
on
was
the
happened
photo
to
on the way
rain
out.
that day and everything, so
Spooling around, says hello.
I was in the middle.
Hey.
Yes. Hey,
Hello. Hello, spooling around.
Greetings.
The sewing machine there.
I think I think I sent the PayPal to Spooling Around. I think I got the right one. We'll have to check
for
the
the-
accounting.
The Wheel of Haas.
The duck race.
Oh, the duck race. Okay. That was one of them.
Yeah, I'm getting lots of opportunities for prizes.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. You can have more than 15 minutes worth of prizes. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to give away a prize like 2 a minute. Like I need to jam. I don't know how I'm gonna like do the logistics of all of that, but I don't know.
Well, should make an exciting show.
But what I want to do is just go live, and whoever has a comment before I go live, you're entered, and just draw. So if you're there, if you're waiting, like if you get the notice and then come, you're too late. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it says, yes, I got it. With a
Oh,
duck,
thank goodness. Okay.
with
I
a duck
wasn't
emoji.
sure. Love it. And it just so happens, since I do shows Monday through Friday, and since palindromes only happen every 10 episodes, they're always falling on a Thursday. So it's every other Thursday is the palindrome episode until show 1000. So I'm going to have show 1000, and then show 1001 will be the duck race. And then the next duck race won't happen for 100 or more episodes or something
Really?
like that.
Oh,
Well, it would have
Wow.
to be well, show 1010 would be one. No, it wouldn't. It would have to be, I don't know, because it's always going to be 100 for the first 99. Or no, it would be 10. I don't know. There's going to be far fewer palindromes once we get another digit, because we're in 3-digit, 954. That's a 3-digit. When there's 4 digits, it's much harder to have palindrome. So they're going to be pretty rare, with the exception of show 1001, because that's going to be right after. But I'm
Yeah.
taking a week off after that 1000th episode on Friday. That whole next week, the channel's going dark because I'll be at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, why not, man? Why not? You're working hard, man. Sure.
And I have an announcement.
Let's
Can I break?
sure.
Can I break some news,
Breaking
on the
news?
Stuart Rivera channel?
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Do you have a soundbite for it?
Story time. Story.
I will be. There's going to be like a new live stream starting up on someone else's channel, and there's going to be rotating co-hosts for like 3 months. So I'm going to be, and it's a James Hicks property.
Yeah,
So
I
he
was thinking
has-
that.
So I will be, and it could be a 2-panel co-host and James. So it could be 3 people on screen, but he's going to rotate. He has about, I don't know, half a dozen, maybe 7, maybe 8 different people we're going to rotate in. And so that's going to start up soon. Next month.
Wow.
Well, it's already next month. It's up in June.
Yeah,
It's going
yeah.
to start in June.
Awesome.
And
Wow.
hopefully I'll catch some new subs, and that'll put my buffer even higher. And then maybe by show 1000, I will have 1000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe.
That's good. That's good.
Maybe.
Sounds like a plan,
But
man.
that's a side thing. I'm more excited about being back on James's channel, because I've been on his channel a few times, and always good.
Very good. Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw
He
the
knows a lot
message when
about-
he put out the feelers for co-hosts, and
Oh, right. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be that many rotating. Wow, that sounds like an awesome show. It's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a handful. I actually have the count. Let me get the whole count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm one of 9
Is that
co-hosts, and
that-
James is the 10th.
that's how the bigger tech shows used to do it, right? With the rotating hosts all the time.
Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like Leo Laporte and all that.
Oh, right. Yeah,
tech shows-
one primary. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has his
He always had different guests come on,
yeah.
but it was always about the tech. Right. Even
That's
Lauria,
kind of how
even Lauria Pertucci.
Doc Rock used to just be in the chat for Leo's shows.
Was he?
And then,
Oh.
oh yeah. And then when they had a cancellation, they reached out to him. Do you want to be on the show? And he's like, yeah. So he's been on Twit several times, probably more than several, probably a lot. But
Wow.
that's how it started. He's just a fan, and he was contributing in the IRC chat because they do it a little different over there.
Yeah.
But he's doing that.
Wow, that's good. I never
And
knew that.
I went to a Leo Laporte recording, a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Did I tell you about that?
Nope.
Mm.
I think it was 2012. That was a while ago. I was in San Francisco, and I booked through his sister. His sister was kind of managing some sort of general manager. She was in charge of people wanted to guest watch the show. So I went up there. This was when he was at the cottage. So that wooden cottage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
So it was there, and it was This Week in Google. And I got to, and there was another guy there. So it was just two of us watching the show silently while he did it. He did it all himself, and this was back in 2012. He had a big soundboard. He must have had like 16 channels on it. It was a big, intimidating thing. He had the Heil PR40 mic, like he still does today, and he had the X keys, and he ran the whole show himself.
X keys, yeah.
Yeah, it was the whole, because they didn't have Stream
Yeah,
Deck back
didn't
then.
exist. Yeah.
And the most impressive thing was he had his two co-hosts. Leo got a call from his son, and he took that call during the show. He was muted, and he was bouncing the cameras off of his two co-hosts, and the co-host could see him, but the public couldn't see him. I could see. I was in the room with him, and then when he hung up, then the co-host knew to call back to him. It was so professional.
He never missed a beat, right? Yeah.
He never missed a beat, and it was flawless. And I could tell that there was years worth of, muscle memory for him doing it. It really stuck with me. And he was so nice. He talked to us for a while. We got photos with him. He was really curious, because I work in publishing. We talked about that, and it wasn't just like, oh, what do you do? Oh, that's nice. No, it was genuine stand-up guy.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd still like to meet him.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, one of the original greats. Yeah, he's still going, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I still pop it in, especially if I'm like driving and I blow through like all my regulars. I'll pop over to Twit and I'll watch listen to a whole hour and a half worth of Twit driving, sometimes 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch it regularly. I fell off. I gotta check out again what they're up to.
Jaden.
Hello, Jaden.
Mr. Jaden. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Hello to you.
Yeah. It's funny that Laurie Pertucci was still on there too. Years ago.
She had her own. She had Geek Beat.
Yeah, but she was with Leo.
On Leo.
Yeah, she was there.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's she started there first.
No, she started. She always had her own.
No, I mean,
she did a lot of panels with Renee. She was a lot of conferences.
Yeah.
Back in.
Well, she was on with Leo. I
cool.
can't remember what year it was, but she was. She mentions it every once in a while. Yeah, it's funny that you talk about Renee and they wind up together. Right?
Well, that's kind of where it sparked.
Yeah.
Because I think she had said that Renee was a panelist with Lauria, and Lauria gave Renee some good advice. Something about like just relax and jump in, or it was like a couple tips, and Renee was like, that really helped. Like he was really thankful for it, and it did help him.
That's cool.
And
Yeah.
Renee, he was a regular on Twit for a long time, and then when he got the Google thing, he's like, "Oh, Leo, I hate to do it. I gotta take the job at Google." So, you know,
Yeah.
it pained
Happens.
him. It pained Renee to step down, but you know,
Yeah.
bigger and better things, man.
What's his actual title now?
Community liaison.
Yeah, it's
YouTube community
community
liaison.
Yeah. So basically,
And when I was
he's the guy to know for YouTube, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he said he was at the conference. They had the 3-day Leap conference, which was free from Ecamm, and Renee was one of the speakers. And my question was, I noticed that sometimes when you upload SRT files, it doesn't take it the first time and you have to upload it a second time. I'm like, how can I report that? And he says, oh, well, you can go to the chat, you can do the email address, or you could just send me a little video file of it and I'll escalate it. I was like, thanks, Renee. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's kind of valuable, you know.
Yeah.
Watch
yeah,
him
yeah,
on
yeah.
Tech TV back in
Yeah.
the days.
I remember he helped. What's his name? Oh my god, the young kid that's in college now for film.
Oh, Sammy?
What's his name? Yeah, Sammy. That he helped Sammy out when Sammy lost his channel. He had to reach out to Renee. That
I
he helped-
didn't. Yes, I
I think he helped him get it back.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It
Although,
was
frankly, I'm not quite sure.
because it was like, what do you do? And he's like, well, call Renee. Yeah.
And his Apple channel was blowing up. Like he was top of his game. So not only did he pull back from Twit, he pulled back from his own YouTube channel to take this liaison gig. It was a big deal. It's a big deal. Now, Google is a big deal, so
Yeah.
it was worth it. But like, that's not insignificant. Everything that he put on pause to do that.
Sure. Does he maintain any channels now on his own or no?
He does, but he stopped with the Apple stuff because it didn't make sense, because Google is sort of a competitor to Apple.
Yeah, conflict of interest.
And the audience was kind of rubbed. I never care. I wouldn't care. I never cared about it, but some people had gripes about it. They're like, wait, you're employed by Google and now you're doing YouTube stuff? It's like, how do I know? Like, is there some bias there? Of course there isn't, but one would think there could be. Not
Yeah.
me, but like that. And this is coming from Renee. Renee said this. I'm not just making it up. I'm repeating what I heard Renee say. So he's like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Interesting. The tech world. I used to watch all those shows, man. I've been out of touch for a while.
Which is the one we used to watch that I used to watch with you, Ted?
Ted.
Not Ted. What one I used to watch with you? Where they used to always talk about stuff. Wasn't it Ted? Or
There's so
something?
many through the years, Laura. I don't know.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know. There was one. Twitch. Not Twitch. Twit.
Twit.
The
What?
TED Talk
This
shows,
week
wasn't
in
it, or
Ted.
something?
Oh, TED Talks was something else.
Yeah, there's
I used to
Ted
watch a
and
lot of
TEDx.
TED. I used to watch a lot of TEDx and TED Talks. But
I'm kind of skeptical on the TEDx stuff because that can get a little squirrely. It's the true TED Talks. Those are the people that are like the top of their game.
yeah,
Not TEDx.
yeah.
Although I did apply to be a TEDx
yeah,
presenter.
I mean, it's still prestigious, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't realize, I do make a lot of moves. Now, some of them don't pan out, but I'm making them.
Yeah.
You don't hear about them, but I make them.
You don't want to have those regrets that you never tried it. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Just speaking of movies, did you watch Final Destination?
I did watch
Oh my
Final
god, I
Destination.
wanted to
Yeah.
you wanted to watch it.
Did you know it was a cam copy?
Really?
Yeah. Laura said that. She was like, I don't think he's gonna know. Did you notice the dark scenes were very dark?
And the money.
Yeah.
And then there was somebody like sprinkled money in different scenes.
Yeah, I didn't understand the money. I was like, what the hell is that?
One of whoever put it together must have added that in there.
Put a layer on there or something.
Yeah. But it was a chem copy, just one of the best I've ever seen. Yeah.
And then they blanked out the lines. Some of them.
Yeah,
right?
they blurred out some writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some funniness going on there, but it was watchable. I was like, at first I was like, nah, and then it got me hooked. I was like, all right, I'm watching the whole thing. Because usually I turn it off when I figure out that it's a cam copy. I watched it.
The first one was the lawnmower. Then it was like we were like, well, we'll never get into an what is it? To get a MRI or whatever, we'll never get into that machine because
we'll never get
would-
into one of them again because the guy got crushed in it.
with all
Bent
the
in half,
piercing.
right? Yeah. And they had to throw in the log truck at the end, right? You said that they thought everything was all right, and then the logs come flying over the train. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's the classic. The good old log truck. Yeah.
And then he goes, if I'm gonna go out, I'm eating a peanut butter cup. I'm not eating.
He was like, oh, that's so good.
And after all that, he didn't die that way. He died with the stupid sprinkle in his head.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good franchise. I like it.
I was super precautious the next day. I was like looking 3 ways. I was like,
Crossing the
is
street.
car coming this way? Is it coming?
Yeah. Yeah. There hasn't been any good movies lately, man. I was lucky to get that one. It's because it was a cam.
Last night we watched The Fountain of Youth.
Fountain of Youth, yeah. I don't know what network that's on. I think it's Apple.
It was a good one.
Fountain of Youth.
Yeah, I watched that on Apple TV, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
I got an interesting TV series I'm watching. I don't know if you would be interested. Brittington? Brittington? How you say it? It's really interesting with the Queen and all
she's
that
hooked on that
stuff.
show, yeah. She's almost on season 3 or something like that.
Season 3, episode 3.
Yeah, get behind log trucks. Yeah. I think that everybody's like that.
Oh yeah, at the end, right? They were on the prom or whatever.
Well,
and
they showed it like twice.
Yeah.
The log truck.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they did the log truck on a train at the very end. Yeah.
I think I saw a meme where like tractor trailer had a stencil of the logs on the back of his trailer just so people would like back off it.
Yeah. No tailgating here.
It is true too. Like I was on the highway and there were 9 car lengths behind the log truck where no cars were there, and they were all on the left hand side. No one's taking any chances.
Yeah. You want to see it coming. Yeah. Let's see.
I got the last one. I put it up already.
Oh yeah, no, I like it. Just like looking at it over every once in a while.
Oh.
The it's something I was gonna say and I forgot now. can't remember. Oh, so yeah, I got a few. I got 2 more buttons working for cameras. That one. Is it this one?
What's the difference between?
Oh, the down shot. I got a down shot. This one's standing. This one's sitting.
Is that the same room?
Yeah.
Oh.
And this one's
okay.
This one's a down shot, and then I think I got a. What do I do with the other one? I got the side view working. This is the side view working, but I don't have the right button for it yet. So now you can see the timer. Not the timer on the top left is actually moving. It's not frozen. I can actually walk. I can actually walk into the room now.
Okay. Oh, look at you go.
Yeah. So the time's a little off on it, but I mean it's got a delay because it's the security camera, but it's another view. Yeah. Yeah. So
like every room has a monitor in it.
Yeah.
Is there a monitor and keyboard?
Oh, you can see them. Yeah, you can see them on that screen, right? 1 second. Sorry. You can see them here.
Uh-huh.
See them across the wall? 3 monitors? Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a camera. There's a camera right across from them that's not working. I got to get that camera working. It's a direct view of that wall. But yeah. Yeah. Slowly but surely. That's how I knocked out. I was working on cableage that's around this place, and that's how I knocked out the Laura's light. The last second I went to power everything on, I was like, oh, there's no light. There's like no time to fix it. So I put the little light bar that I have, the tube.
The show must go on.
Yeah, put it right next to her. Yeah. A good thing for those portable little light bars and tubes. Yeah, and a crunch. Yeah.
It's okay.
One of those walked out the door.
Laura's falling half asleep, so you can, I don't need that much bright light.
I'm falling asleep too.
Yeah.
I probably got 3 hours of sleep last night. It was bad.
Yeah.
Dogs are freaking out.
Overworking yourself.
I think a shingle came off the roof again.
Really?
That area where they didn't pull up that plastic strip over the tar. They didn't have starting to have problems up there. I should just tear up that side of the roof. Just redo just that side. Tear it all up. Put down felt paper.
Yeah, you really think it's that big of an area? Yeah.
Well, rather than just patching here, patching there, I should just, because it's starting to look bad now because you can't match the new tiles don't match the old tiles. They never do because they fade over time. So even if you have the exact same bag of them,
yeah, it's just not the same.
Yeah. So I get up there with a spray can and try and spray can, but I can't go too heavy because then it's too I gotta spray can it, but just have partial paint on. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
But are you leaking any water leaks?
Yeah.
Oh?
Nope.
Well, that's good.
How is that?
It's one of my phone reminders. I don't know.
The 937 medicine needs to take.
Yeah. No, we turned off all those medicine alarms. It's a different one. Yeah.
I've been using my nudge devices. Those things are really nice. The medicine alarms.
Yeah. Well, Google.
Did you see them?
Yeah, I saw that. Very, very good. Very good what you did. The The Google thing that I use, they messed it up. They used to, it was called Family Bell. You could make announcements and type in anything you wanted it to say to you to make an announcement. They took it away for some reason. So I'm like, a basic function. I don't know what's up with Google, man. It's horrible.
Google giveth and Google taketh away.
Yeah. Yeah. Just as long as they don't get rid of Google Voice, because that's what my whole business is on Google Voice. Yeah.
Well, I just got a notice saying you haven't used your Google Voice number. We're going to take your number away unless you use it. I'm like,
Oh, yeah?
what?
Yeah. I actually pay now. I don't know if you pay for yours. Yeah.
No one pays for Google Voice.
Yeah, I do. If you're business, well, if you're business and you admit you're a business, you've got to pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having some issues with caller ID, and the only way to fix it was to pay.
Got it.
Yeah. I was coming up in some weird number when I was calling people, and they were like, "Who is this?" They wouldn't answer the phone because they wouldn't know it was me. It was like, I can't have that. So yeah, it's like $13 a month.
26.
Oh, now it's up to 26. Lord knows. She
Cost
does the
of doing
books.
business.
Yeah. Well, that's with the email and everything, not just the phone number. Yeah. 26. Yeah.
I got some fun news. So the worst product to review on my side hustle is a dash cam because it's hard to install, it's hard to configure, it's hard to edit the video, and it's hard to get the video approved by Amazon because you can't have personal identifying information such as street signs, house numbers, license plates.
Yeah, a lot of blurring.
Anyway, I got this dash cam, and it comes with a AirPlay, or no, Apple, no, what's it? CarPlay. Comes with the CarPlay screen, and I've done a lot of these CarPlay products, and the car has to have CarPlay in order for the product to work. So if your car doesn't have CarPlay, the product doesn't. This product gives you CarPlay.
That's good. Yeah.
So now I have a screen that has CarPlay, and it's Bluetoothed into my sound system, and now I have real CarPlay in my car.
No.
And I'm like, this is awesome. So now I'm going to start, instead of, doing the phone to do maps and other things, I'm going to use this CarPlay unit. So it's like, I don't have to buy a new car to get CarPlay. I added my own.
Yeah, that's good.
And the fact that it has a front-facing camera and a rear-facing camera is kind of bonus. But the rear-facing camera, I have to install on the outside of the car because it needs to be over the license plate. It's a backup camera. It's not just a rear-facing camera; it's the backup because it's put the green lines on when you're.
Yeah.
You don't drive. You might not even know this.
Sure. Yeah. We've seen it before.
Yeah. So you get the screen and it shows you how you're backing up, and it puts the green lines as to where your car is going to go.
Sure.
If you keep the wheel in the same orientation.
Sure.
Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to do that.
You got to install it, man. Drill a hole. Drill a hole.
How do I get the wire? Because you got to run a wire to it. Where does the wire go? Does the wire does it drape on the exterior of the car and then somehow go in through the latch?
you got to go through you got to drill a hole into the trunk unless there's some kind of pass through.
It might be drilling a hole in my car.
If the carpet moves, maybe you could look for some kind of existing pass through. But it sounds like there's at least two holes because you can go over the molding of the car, like they have over the doors and stuff. So the plastic, you can kind of squeeze it in there.
Yep.
So you get to the back window, and then kind of go in, to the trunk space somehow with a hole.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a hatchback, so it's a lot easier. But yeah,
Oh, hatchback. So there you go.
I gotta get from the inside to the outside.
You got to drill.
I'm not drilling a hole in my car.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I gotta read the instructions. There's gotta be a way to do it, because
Send it back.
I can't see how the population of America is drilling through their cars to install this darn thing. Because there's third-party backup cameras are very common. There's got to be an easier way.
Yeah, read the instructions, man. I don't see a way. I mean, not that I know everything, but off the top of my head, it sounds like you got to drill.
I think I'm gonna fake it. I think I'm not gonna show that install part on the video. I'm gonna put some bubble gum and just slap it on the back. Just have it hanging outside. Just do a quick backup and capture that footage, and then just say something like, "Oh, and I just installed it on the back. Just follow the instructions." Just move on.
Yeah, you've done it before, right? Just fudge it. Yeah.
We gotta take liberties. Like, you can't show every step. You just kind of guide the viewer through the main parts of it.
Yeah.
Maybe I can skim. I'll skim over. I'll lightly touch upon the install of the rear facing camera.
Just show the drill like this for a second, and then show it that it's in there.
I've done some fake drilling on camera where you see me, but I'm actually not going into anything.
Yeah, as long as it gets the point across. As long as the point's made. Yeah. Yeah.
You want to hear something else that's crazy? This will be the last thing before I fall over. So I did the one dash cam video that I do have up there. They said, "Oh, you need to pin it to this different product." I'm like, "Oh no, that's going to trigger a new review cycle." So I did it, and wouldn't you know it, the same video. I didn't change anything. I just pinned it to another product, but it went through a whole recycle. It got rejected. The same video that was approved got rejected. It's all AI. I don't know.
Really? That's crazy.
So I cut off 1 second of the video and uploaded the new video, which is exactly the same. It's just 1 second shorter. And now we'll see if they approve it. Let me see if they did.
But they don't say what it's rejected for?
No. Well, they say it's rejected because it went through. It published. Wait,
It's insane.
Yeah, it did. Okay.
For 1 second.
They tell you what category made it fail. It said personal identifying information. Okay, that's a category. And another category was like a terms of service, like you show a firearm, or it was tobacco. Like I mentioned the cigarette adapter. Oh no, you don't call them cigarette adapters.
It's a lighter adapter, right?
I don't know what
anything but cigarette, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they flagged me for that. And
Live and learn. Hey, you gotta be an expert. You gotta be the guru guy to make the next Madhouse.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is this for this current web dash cam video. I'm gonna render the movie, and then I'm gonna render the movie again with blurs, and I'm gonna upload the unblurred one because they're gonna flag it no matter what. And then I'll just have the blur ready to go. Because I think a human looks at it the second time around. AI just flags the first time. No one actually touches it. I don't know. That's what I think.
Well,
it's
you should know it better than anybody.
People in the creative world have been doing that since the beginning of time. They give the client an obvious error so the client can catch it, and then they already have it fixed. Because if you give a client your perfect work, they're going to find something wrong with it. So you give a client one obvious thing. Anyway, a 12-volt outlet? Question mark?
Yeah, what they call in the lighter, whatever.
With what?
The lighter, because we didn't know what to call it. The lighter, the lighter.
Oh, 12-volt out. Yes, instead of the cigarette lighter. Okay,
Cigarette
good,
light, yeah.
good. See, David, be right. Why aren't you behind my shoulder when I'm video editing? Like that needs to be your job, sir. Just come over and just give me these words of wisdom when I need them.
Be the voice in the head.
Yeah, the little voice in Matt House's head.
I got enough voices up there. It's a scary place.
Yeah. That's funny.
Maybe an hour and 15 minutes.
Are we?
Yeah, you want to call it?
Yeah, you guys are very tired. I'm the only one with energy today.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah, you guys work too hard.
Well, when the power goes out, it freaks me out a little bit. 'Cause,
Oh, that's what kept you up? The power?
yeah, the power outage kept me up. And yeah, I'm thinking the house is going to flood away, going to float down the street because.
Oh, you got no
Just
sub pump either, right? When I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when the power goes out, your electric sump pump won't work.
Yeah. And hence that's why you got a generator, right? If all else fails. Turn
Well,
on.
now I have two. Yeah, I have a gas one and I have an all battery. I don't know if they call it a generator.
I've
Certainly
seen
looks like-
I've seen them called generators before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I got.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
That was, I think, my 10th product I ever did was that big generator, and it was $400, and then it went down to $199. So I don't know. how much-
$199.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's got 2 AC outlets. It's got all the different inputs, and you can jack in it has an optical cable for solar panel. Like you can charge it with solar panel. There's like 4 or 5. There's like three or four ways to actually charge the thing, and then you can plug everything that you want into it. Yeah. Just for
That's
such
a
an
pump.
issue. Yeah.
It's a pump with a battery backup. Wow. Never thought of that one.
My sump pumps are industrial sump pumps.
They need big batteries. Yeah.
They last for decades. I bought the best of the best, baby.
Yeah. I hope to have
All right.
such problems one day.
Yeah.
Home ownership has its own rules. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's late. You guys get some rest.
Thank
Always
you.
always a pleasure talking to you.
Nice.
Thank
Have
you,
a good
Stuart
one.
Rivera audience, for hanging on.
Catch you next time.